Be it the Indo-Tibetan border located at the last village of India, or the beautiful apple orchards of Sangla Valley and the iconic Hindustan-Tibet road, or the glimpses of the mighty Kinnaur Kailash range. Hopefully this video will make you smile. Welcome to the third episode of the Spiti Valley Road Trip. After receiving a freezing temperature last night, we woke up to a bright, sunny and warm morning in the village of Chitkul. So the first thing we did in the morning was to take Kiansh on the terrace of the homestay to soak him into this beautiful warmth of the mountains. But unfortunately, I fell down while coming down from the terrace and got a very bad leg cramp. Wasn't expecting this in the beginning of the trip, but it's okay. Such things are very common. Anyways, the next task of the morning was to feed Kiansh his breakfast. So then I got into the task while I was coping with my leg.
এই হচ্ছে সকালের চা with this view and this is the condition of my leg. একা একা কোথায় দেখো জানে যে ছাদে গিয়েছিলাম ওইদিকে ও ছাদে উঠে যাচ্ছে দেখেছো কি পাজি.
The room is always a mess when you are traveling with a baby. So I quickly packed our bags because we were supposed to leave the homestay around 11 a.m. in the morning.
কাঁচা কাঁচা চাল ডাল খাচ্ছিস কেন? ভালো লাগছে? বলে
And next, it was our turn to have breakfast. And wow, I will remember this breakfast for the view I saw through the window of the homestay. And it's not every day that you get to have your breakfast at the last village of India.
দারুণ 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 দারুণ. So the homestay we stayed in is RR Homestay. The phone number will be given in my description box. Can't help looking at this window again and again. Oh my god. This is like one of the craziest breakfast or stay, whatever you say we had. This is just super amazing. Okay, time to leave.
So we left the homestay around 11 in the morning, and now it was time to know more about this village.
একজন তো পুরো মস্তিতে আছে, পুরো মস্তি যাকে বলে, ফুল অন মস্তি হচ্ছে দুধু বাচ্চাটা. হি ইজ ভেরি হ্যাপি. আর এই যে ব্যাগ গুলো সব ঢোকানো হচ্ছে গাড়িতে. And the valley of Chitkul is just so amazing. Okay, so we are leaving from here.
So Chitkul is the last inhabited village of India on the Hindustan-Tibetan border located in the Kinnaur district of Himachal. It is often said that this village was actually discovered by a group of refugees who were fleeing from the China-occupied Tibet back then. Eventually, Chitkul became an important trading center between Hindustan and Tibet. So naturally, the history of Chitkul is soaked in richness. Walking in this village is almost like taking a walk into the past. Located at an altitude of 11,320 feet, this small village is home to barely 1,000 people. And whichever side you look from Chitkul, you will get to see the mighty Kinnaur Garhwal Himalayan range from all sides. And not to mention the pristine valley and probably the cleanest blue sky to soothe your eyes and the purest air to clean your lungs. borders are always intriguing, and the Hindustan-Tibetan border is just 3 kilometers away from Chitkul. I remember last year we visited the easternmost point of India in Arunachal Pradesh when Kianch was just 4 months old. And this year it was the last village of India.
কিয়ানশ এখন যাচ্ছে লাস্ট পয়েন্টে সবাইকে হাই করতে, ওই যে হাই করছে। ও ওয়াও,
Mambu has crossed Indo-Tibet border. देखो बस
ये
आपका बॉर्डर कहाँ से स्टार्ट होता है?
সবাই এখানে এসেছে ইন্ডো টিবেটান বর্ডারের লাস্ট পয়েন্টে। মাম্বু তো লিটারালি ক্রস করে ওদিকে চলে গেছিল।
So with each trip that we have been taking with Kianch, it's getting more memorable and all the more adventurous day by day. And we are loving it. The way he is opening up to the world out there makes us feel happy. And this is the kind of nourishment that we want to give him as parents.
আমরা চিটকুল থেকে 3 কিলোমিটার দূরে দাঁড়িয়ে এই জায়গাটাকে একটু এনজয় করছি ভ্যালিটাকে।
After driving just 3 kilometers from Chitkul, we already felt like stopping by and having a last look at this gorgeous valley of Chitkul. The best part about road trip is that you can stop by anywhere and as long as you want. So we were stopping by here and there and just absorbing ourselves into the beauty of these valleys.
চলো অ্যাপল অর্চার্ড দেখি চ।
In some time, we came to the famous apple orchard of Sangla Valley. It was the month of October last and the apples were looking absolutely ripe and juicy. They were about to be plucked by the farmers and ready for the markets. Kianch was so surprised and almost mesmerized to see the apples hanging from the branches. Now this was a sight which was so new to him. He had only seen the apples so far but never the trees. So yeah, he was all happy and gay to touch the apples on the trees for the first time.
এই হচ্ছে টসটসে অ্যাপেল, পুরো গাছ ভর্তি অ্যাপেল এখানে। কোনটা তুমি অ্যাপেল দেখেছো? অ্যাপেল অ্যাপেল অ্যাপেল।
Kianch kept on asking for the apples, but yes, these were all private orchards and tourists are definitely not allowed to pluck any apples from the gardens. So we decided to buy some juicy apples for ourselves at our next stop.
অ্যাপেল তোমাকে আজকে অ্যাপেল খাওয়াবো, ঠিক আছে? অ্যাপেল চুরি করার চেষ্টা করেছিলাম, অ্যাটেম্পট নিয়েছিলাম কিন্তু করতে পারিনি।
So I took Kianch for a small stroll in this village, and this is how the slow life of the mountain looked like. Small wooden cottage against the backdrop of the snow-capped mountains. The shepherd taking the flock of sheep home before the evening, and then these juicy apple trees as far as your eyes go.
দেখাও অ্যাপেল দেখাও। ইস দিতে বলছে। আচ্ছা দেবো, একটু পরে দেবো। ইস রে অ্যাপেল। হ্যালো হ্যালো মাম্পু, এই যে দেখো বাবা বাবা বাবা।
We were now driving through the iconic Hindustan-Tibet road, also known as the National Highway 22. This road is an architectural marvel in the truest sense of the term. It has also been titled as the deadliest road of the world due to its jaw-dropping location. So the construction of this road started in the 1850s during the British Raj. It is said that Lord Dalhousie, the British Governor General of India back then, used to visit the valley of Kalpa for its majestic beauty, and he later on commissioned the building of this Hindustan-Tibet road after seeing the bad accessibility of this part of Himachal to the rest of the country. It literally gives you goosebumps to think that these half tunnels were made by cutting the huge rocky cliffs without the help of modern machineries. And when you look down the road, the altitude drops down directly to almost 1,000 feet.
Wow.
So you better be all careful and cautious while driving through this highway.
আর এই রক্স গুলো এত হিউজ। This valley is making us crazy. Look at that. প্রচন্ড হাওয়া, প্রচন্ড ঠান্ডা, বেশি করে দাঁড়ানো যাবে না।
Otherwise, this highway is very smooth, and driving on this road is almost like taking a scenic treat into the paradise of Himachal. The late afternoon was closing slowly, and we were approaching the Kalpa Valley. And then what we saw next made us stop our car immediately. The mighty Kinnaur Kailash range, a place where spirituality blends with mythology. So according to Hindu mythology, this mountain range is the home of Lord Shiva and Goddess Parvati. So every year a lot of pilgrims come here and trek up this mountain. So this range is worshipped both by the Hindu and Buddhist community of this area, and it's a famous pilgrimage in this part of Himachal.
কি দাদা কেমন লাগছে? So let's check out some lunch, fill our stomach, and then we will leave for Kalpa, which is the stay for us today.
Around 5 o'clock, we reached the capital of Kinnaur district, Reckong, a place so close to the Himalayas that it almost feels like if you stretch your hands, you can touch the mountains. The Kailash range was glowing divinely in the crimson color of the sunset, and the market of Reckong was buzzing with life.
এটা বেশ হ্যাপেনিং একটা জায়গা, আর চারপাশে মাউন্টেন্স, ঠান্ডা হাওয়াও দিচ্ছে বেশ। হ্যাঁ
We entered a small dhaba and grabbed some snacks for ourselves since we missed our lunch for the day.
এই আমাদের 5টার লাঞ্চ। ইভিনিং সিন, ওয়াও। আর হ্যাঁ, আমরা হিমাচলি অ্যাপেলস নিয়ে নিয়েছি। কিয়াঞ্জকে হিমাচলি অ্যাপেল টেস্ট করাবো, আমরা নিজেরাও খাবো। লেটস গো। এটা কি অ্যাপেল? বলে অ্যাপেল তুতু।
And then we left for Kalpa which is just 3 kilometers away from Reckong. It was almost dark. On the way, we quickly booked a homestay for the night. Although nothing was visible in the dark, but we realized that the homestay was located absolutely in the middle of the apple orchards. So we were extremely excited for the next morning. So stay tuned for the next episode to explore the majestic Kalpa Valley with me.